Welcome to KKM episode number 6. Hi. Os. Hey, wait a minute. What happened to my hair? Hi. Os. Konnichiwa. Suddenly I'm feeling very simplified. There. Os. Hi. Konnichiwa. It's time again. It's time for imagining kanji images. Okay, shall we begin? KKM. KKM stands for Karate Kanji Madness. This is episode number 6. Black belt. Shown are the kanji for black belt. Kanji on top is black, kanji on the bottom is belt. And here is the calligraphy, the handwritten Japanese writing, the kanji for black belt. You can compare it with the previous textbook example of writing. This is Karate Kanji Madness with me, Sensei Ray Snyder. Karate Kanji Madness with me, Sensei Ray Snyder, episode number 6, Learning to Recognize Black Belt. Overview. The first kanji we're going to be studying is black, which is Kuro, and it's shown Kuro in Romanji, and it's also shown in Hiragana, Kuro. Next kanji is belt, or obi. I like to give a disclaimer in my episodes, and this disclaimer, first note, is in these Karate Kanji Madness lessons, the subject of stroke order is not discussed. The attempt here is only to make the kanji images more recognizable and to try to do it in a fun way, especially tailored for martial arts students that are interested in Japan. Note, learning how to correctly write the stroke order of kanji is a whole separate area of study. It's important and it involves knowing the correct direction and order when writing, but you can find many videos and articles online to teach you stroke order if you're interested. Note, I'm a gaijin, a foreigner, a non-native person. I'm an outsider. The word is composed of two kanji, gai, which means outside, and jin, which means person. I love Japan and its people, but I'm not Japanese, and I never will be. I understand that. That's fine. That's okay. I do appreciate Japan. I appreciate its people. I appreciate its culture. What is a black belt? A black belt signifies that a student has learned the basics of karate or judo or other martial arts, and then there are levels of black belt with the more experience that's gained. It may be obvious, but you must earn a black belt in order to wear a black belt, for it to have meaning and purpose. There is meaning in achieving a black belt. It shows a person has been dedicated to the goal of becoming one. It means lots of training and lots of hard work has occurred. Becoming a black belt means that great amounts of time were spent in exercising, learning basics and advanced techniques, learning self-defense, learning situational awareness, learning katas, and taking many tests along the way. Being a black belt also means you are a patient and experienced instructor with the responsibility of teaching correctly those who come along the path behind you. Kuro. It sounds like ku-ro. Comparison between two different kanji. They might look similar, but they're very different. On the left is a kanji for village, sato. On the right is a kanji for black, kuro. is to try to take the kanji and to superimpose it with some images in your mind for memory. One on the left is village, Sato. This is the kanji for Kuro. This kanji down, it's discovered that it's made up of three separate components. On the top is the symbol, the kanji for field or rice paddy. The one in the middle is a symbol for earth, and the one on the bottom, again, is fire, a radical for fire. Images for your mind. On the top, field, rice paddy. It's an area of growing. In the middle, the ground, dirt, soil. On the bottom is fire. Put them together, and do they become the color black? Hard to believe, but yes, they do. Can you see these three images in a way to help you remember that it's the color black? Thinking of a cooking grill that has been used a lot, and it's black with charcoal, and it's sitting on the ground, and under it is a fire that's blazing. Less friendly image I think of is to remember the kanji black is to see in your mind's eye the village burnt to the ground. Only blackness remains. Tragedy is struck. The village is destroyed by fire and is now only blackness. B. Help me, Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi. Sorry, couldn't resist. Corny, I know. Here on the left is the textbook image of the kanji for Obi, and on the right is calligraphy, a version of it being drawn. A cartoon, shifting and changing in the cartoon. Look closely. Change into morph. Karate guy wearing an obi, a black belt. Put these images together in your mind. On the far left in red is the kanji for black, and then the cartoon to try to conjure up the meaning of it by breaking it into the three parts, the charcoal on the top, the earth, and the fire. On the right, far right in red is the textbook symbol for obi or belt, and try to use our karate guy here wearing a black obi to remember. Obi. Japanese writing includes kanji, hiragana, and katakana. In this example, the first three items are kanji, and it says karate do, and that's shown in episode 1 if you haven't seen it. And I'm going to show you in the next slide just a little bit about what's in this sentence. Just a very brief comment. The first three items are kanji for karate do, and then wa, rei, ni, and then the next one starts with kanji, hajimari, then rei, then ni, and then the very last one starts with kanji, very first item, and then it's owaru. Putting all of this into Romanji using English letters, what is being said is karate do, wa, rei, ni, hajimari, rei, ni, owaru. This in here, I thought it's a nice phrase. This is what it's leading up to, is karate begins and it ends with respect, or more correctly, with courtesy, manners, and gratitude. That's the whole point. In these short episodes, we're focusing just on some kanji, but I put this in here just to show that typically writing in Japanese is a combination of three items, and that's kanji and hiragana, which is it's not an alphabet, but we can think of it as an alphabet for Japanese language for native words. And then katakana is kind of like an alphabet, a syllabary, and it's for words that are foreign that are in the Japanese language. Why did I put that in there? The fourth point is that A black belt needs to be humble, courteous, have manners, be respectful, be grateful for the training and experience that's received, and never be condescending. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Presenting the lesson gives me an opportunity to research kanji and present information which is interesting to me, and I hope it's interesting to you also. Look for other lessons. Your support is motivating to me to help me to create more. Matane! If you saw the t-shirt with this on it, could you read it? See the KKM website for more information and details. That's www.kkmkarate.com.